Hello everyone, this side Dr. Hirdesh Dosi. In this particular video, we are going to talk about exact paper analysis of this recently conducted FMG December 2025. So this video is called analysis what I observed after appearing for this examination. So this video will be definitely helpful for the all aspirants who are going to appear in the upcoming FMG examination. What should we have to learn from this examination? What mistakes you have to avoid. So let's begin. So the first, overall difficulty level of paper. To be very honest, the paper was moderate. If it was not so easy, it was not so hard. So if you revised your content properly, if you have go through all the topics or the subjects properly, the paper was doable. Regarding length, so the paper part 1 was quite simple, straightforward, short, one-liner questions were there. Part 2, more of clinical lengthy questions were there, but at the very same time in both the parts, one-liner were also there. Typically, medium-sized 2-3 lines questions were also there, and lengthy questions were there. So the thing is, if you are well prepared and if you have solved n number of questions, so you only to them a trick to reach the right options. For example, in medicine, there are 5-6 lines of typically average 5 lines questions were there in part 2. But the thing is, if you identify the key word or buzzwords in the question, it's take less than a minute to reach the answer. For example, there was a question on mitral stenosis. So there are the questions on history of the patient, 5-6 lines questions. But the thing is, the simple word was given with diastolic murmur. So if you know diastolic murmur, you can definitely reach to mitral stenosis. So the thing is, the questions were lengthy, but the same topics, easy topics were there. If you know the trick how to solve the questions paper, then definitely you will manage time, or else you may lose some of your time in few questions, and then you will definitely will have a lot of time. So in upcoming videos, we will try to discuss the how to manage time in exam and how to solve the questions within a given time framework. For example, for me, a particular section of 50 questions, 50 minutes, I can manage to do these questions in 30-35 minutes, and then I have 15 minutes left for review. The same I have done in my main examination as well. I have done every part almost week by 30-35 minutes. In the remaining part, I will review the questions again. As for PYT and PYQ, of course, the PYT and PYQ plays a big role. So there was some direct repeats. For example, you have done n number of times the foreign body esophagus, tetralogy of Fowler. Many questions are there. What I observed is like more than 50-60 questions which are repeats or either some PYT or PYQ again, which were in their examination. Some PYQ were there. The concept was same. They have changed the options, or they have changed the language of the question, and it was there. So what I observe about PYQ and PYQ, it's definitely an important thing. If you have done complete PYQ of recent FMG, or I will say recent NEET also, and if you are good with the concepts of PYT, then definitely it will help you in examination, because they uncreate new topics again and again. This time what I feel key they will keep all the important PYT on the one side, but they are rare PYTs. But yeah, the balance were there. What I get step from this PYT topic is like if you have that again and again divided PYQs, and if you have better understanding of PYTs, then definitely it will help you in the examination. The image based question was pretty much in our examination nowadays. What I feel, every third question is image based question. But the thing is, every image based question is associated with clinical scenario also. So we will get hint also. So if you are not able to identify image, we can get hint from the question itself. Or some questions direct image based and then give options. So you can do in that way also. But this image based question is most important nowadays. You can not skip. If you know the image, it's very easy to reach the answer within few seconds. So what I suggest for the upcoming aspirant, and definitely you will never ignore the image based section, because if you are okay, or if you are done with image based section, definitely you will be in a good zone. So this image based sections more important in clinical subjects. For example, when you see the ample amount of ECG or like that, pathology, this time the Beto was bombarded in cross sections, and many IVQs from, for example, Bowman's capsule directly last pre histopathological side from Bowman's capsule. In anatomy also, ortho already of course it's an expected thing. There are more type of like as expected. Ortho was image based. Lot of IVQs from anatomy this time we have best. So overall the image based sections were increasing day by day. Definitely it will increase in future itself. So but the thing is, it will be definitely the section image based section will increase in examination. It will be a positive impact for us. It's easy to reach the diagnosis or to correct answer with the help of image. Subject wise weightage, as expected, the NB is not following the exact blueprint what we have in our bulletin. The thing is, some topics or some subjects were bombarded much more amount as it's more than expectations, and some were pretty less. For example, this time the part 2 is complete. What I feel is like medicine, OPS and surgery. OPS have maximum amount of questions what I personally think, followed by surgery and medicine in part 1. Part 1 this time what I feel the PSM as compared to last years less pathology this time patho micro were maximum in number. So what to do next for upcoming exam? Definitely we have to focus more on these 4 subjects, for example medicine, surgery, PSM and OBS gynae, followed by physio, patho, pharma, micro. Biochemistry were there, pretty good questions will be there, but straightforward PYQs from biochemistry. Then small subject, this time the small subject plays a very much role in the examination. You know, the psychiatry was more than expected. We are expecting 5-6 questions, but I think what I personally feel 10-12 questions from psychiatry. Darwa, the integrated questions will be there from derma plus mito, for example, syphilis tha, synchroid car, yeah. So this type of pattern will be there. But what I personally feel, we can't exam mein, you can't not even say ki, okay, this question is from medicine or pedia, or but so there were completely integrated questions from many subjects. For example, some questions will be they are giving history and then they are asking about treatment. So it's integration with medicine plus pharmacology. In derma or micro, I already say history deke they ask for bacteria or the pathogens, and that pathogen deke they will ask the disease also. That's an integration between these 2 subjects. Physiology, what I feel this time it's like quite honor side for myself particularly along with PSM, because the PSF every time expect a question from vaccine, questions from India healthcare system. There were no question from vaccine. There was no question from Indian healthcare system. No PSC, no ASHA. We have done a number of times about ASHA, ABUSHA. So there was no single question for this topic. So what in this topic I will say PSM there are some outdated questions or some rare important topics more as compared to in topics which are relevant to our healthcare system. Regarding surgery, typically on harder side, for example, or I personally feel surgery mein there was like the questions is okay, you can definitely understand the topic then, but the thing the options were pretty similar. For example, if you are eliminate 2 options easily, and then if you are confused between these 2 options, so the options were hard in surgery. What personally I feel. Pharma, again in the pharma is like as expected, it was from PYQs were more there, but some newer drugs they are asked about monoclonal antibodies. For example, in Riluzole was there. For example, they asked for PNH treatment. So newer drugs they will ask more, along with the same older drugs or the older what we can say topics in GORD. For example, GORD in pharma, 2 questions from GORD. One they ask the acute management, and then they ask colchicine mode of action. So they are what I observe about the subjects, they are the same pattern followed along from the last few years, but the pattern of asking the questions were typically different this time. Some subjects or some topics they put the same as it is, some they twisted and make confusing to choose the options among go. So what type of question were asked? So simple, pretty straightforward answer is the more clinical conceptual applications were there rather than the simple one-liner topics. Although I say the one-liners were there, the straightforward questions were there, along with some conceptual clinical questions were there. So simple take home message is, if you are very prepared, if you know the basics strongly, then definitely you will do the paper. But the thing is, if you are only you have done subject superficially, you just know your topics from the superficial angle, then definitely it will be hard or challenging to attend the question. So simply single statement for the types of question: conceptual, practical, application based. So what to learn from this paper for the upcoming experience? So what I will say, definitely don't, first of all, don't miss PYQ, PYQs. There will be questions from PYQ or PYQs or surrounding these topics again and again. Second, don't miss or don't ignore the short subjects, because the short subject was scoring also, and the number from the questions asked from the subjects are increasing day by day. Third, you have to learn the correct approach or narrative, how to solve the questions, because the paper will be definitely lengthy, the clinical type. So for example, if you have see 5 fine questions and then we focus, you are reading every single words of the pipeline and then you are reaching to diagnosis and then correct option, then definitely you will lose ample amount of time. Your eyes should go directly to particular keywords and then you are to reach the particular answer. Next, you have to be regular and you have to thorough with your basics. You know your basics properly. It's not necessary to know everything from the subjects, but what you are doing, it should be crystal clear in your mind. So let's be simple message from my side after analyzing of this FMG December session for the upcoming FMG aspirants. So before concluding this video, I just want to convey a simple message. If you are strong enough with your basics, then definitely you will pass this examination. In examination, there were ample amount of good questions which was easily doable, which will be easily doable in future as well. So you should learn how to approach examination, and in upcoming videos we will try to share my experiences, how I manage my time, how should revise the content properly, and which content is appropriate for our examinations. Those who are still there watching me till now, please subscribe my channel and like and share with your friends so they can also get benefited. Thank you so much.